Hello everyone, I am your melanated queen, LilFoxi. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. Normally I would like to come on camera and address you all, but today I am feeling quite fatigued. I haven't gotten myself together and I need to wash my hair, so please excuse that. But nonetheless, the most important information is about the epidemic that we're facing is far more erratic than what we've ever probably imagined. So far beyond this pandemic of a coronavirus that is not even funny. A lot of you out there are already awakened, and many of you are just starting to awaken, and that's okay as long as you know what's going on. That's what really matters. Luckily for me, I was able to actually retrieve these documents, and I'm going to share with you that email address. I think it's called courtlistener.com. Luckily, I was able to click on the link, and I've actually screenshotted some of these documents. There are 87 documents, so it's quite a lot of information to decipher. But it touched me right now in the moment, and I felt compelled to come on and speak about this and say something, because this is so disturbing beyond so many levels. It is sickening. It is sick. It's crazy. And to be honest, there are no words to describe how dehumanizing this stuff is. This was filed February 26, 2020, and as we all know, this is right around the time, this was like the day before that I saw that Trump went on with the Corona Task Force. So I'm not sure if this is a distraction, but it pretty much does seem like this is a distraction. There are many different things going on here, many different things taking place, and it is so disturbing to my spirit, to my soul, and I don't like to be troubled like this, but we all could see this coming, unfortunately. And so, we have to just delve into it, because there are so many different things going on here. So I'm just going to get down to it. I did take some notes, and I wrote these down earlier today for you all. There were some key things that I wanted to touch on. I came across a 16-page policy on the stay-at-home situation for people that live in a certain area, and I will share some of that with you as well. And I just want to know, was this all planned? I mean, it seems to me that it was, because in retrospect, if we really go back and think about it, I remember specifically on March 19th, I received multiple emails coming to me that morning from banks, from different businesses, and all of them pretty much had the same script written in them. And I'm thinking to myself, if this was something that hit us out of nowhere, how in the world did all of these businesses know to simultaneously send me an email about the COVID-19 virus? And it just seems so staged. And I still have these emails saved in my email address. If this is something that caught you off guard, a lot of times you don't already have an email pre-written, ready to send, and you all send them on the same day. If I take a look at the calendar, I believe that was a Thursday when that took place. Let me check into this, so I'm not giving any misinformation. But I don't know if you all have like automatic emails. A lot of times it goes into your junk or spam folder. Go back to March 19th, because that's when my emails hit. Take a look at the businesses that sent the emails to you. I mean, this was coming from some top banks, loan departments, and probably even some shopping centers and stores. So I just found that very peculiar on that day when they all sent those emails, because I'm like, you would have stragglers, you would have people that have to get put in place to get emails prepared for something like this. But this seemed to be all convoluted, and a lot of people are complicit in what's going on, and it's just so sickening. So let's get into some other things here. These people and their agenda are very relentless in their objectives. Make no mistake about it. Let's be very clear. They are nonstop with it, and we have to be just as proactive, and we have to combat anything that they're pushing to us that we know is not true. We have to stand up and take a voice. We cannot afford the luxury to sit here in silence any longer. You know that your children depend on this. All of the youth depend on this. And if we just sit down and roll over, we will be back in slavery again. We're basically already in slavery, but we will be in worse, dire straits than what we are right now. Okay, so we do know that the virus that was created received government grants. Same thing with AIDS, you all. There was a scientist that was asked if he could create some type of virus that attacks the immune system. He told the government how much money he needed and how many years he needed. He came up with that, and as we all know, AIDS hit, I think, around the 1980s, sometime around that time frame. Also, I wanted to know what is up with people staying indoors and having curfews. I feel as though they're installing towers at night. Is that the reason for the shutdown? Because I find it very suspicious that we're being treated like we're being grounded. We're on punishment. We're on lockdown. I mean, so you're saying this is for our protection, so the virus doesn't attack at night, it attacks in the daytime? This doesn't even make logical sense. Also, I do believe that they are trying to bankrupt the economy. And why would they do that? Of course, they want us to be financially dependent upon them. So you have to be very careful whenever you allow the government to give you anything, when anything is free, because there is a very hefty price that comes along with that, as we have seen in the school system. Yes, there's free public schooling, but that's why a lot of people put their children into private schools. And also because we fund a lot of these taxes come out of our paychecks. We pay federal taxes. We don't have a way around these things. And I just feel that we are being basically financially, it's financial embezzlement is what it is. Okay, I was trying to find a way to say it in a more flattering manner, because I was about to say something that was highly inappropriate. But that's what it is, financial embezzlement coming out of our paychecks. If you think about it, we are taxed when we go to the store. We are taxed in income taxes. We are taxed when they take money from our checks. We don't even get to see our checks before the money is taken out. And how is it appropriated and applied? We have no say-so in that, because it is taken and used for their own personal gain and their own personal benefit. And so to have them dictate to us when we're the ones that pay them, that right there is troubling. Also, if you remember Donald Trump's speech not too long ago, he called Comcast, C-O-M-C-A-S-T, Concast, C-O-N-C-A-S-T. Now, I do know all of you out there, many of you are not a big fan of Trump. I find him to be comical. I find him to be funny. I know he has a lot of antics that people don't agree with, but a lot of times I look at his press conferences and I laugh because his demeanor, he's a true Gemini. We'll just put it that way. It's indescribable, to say the least, that, we've come to this point as a country. I think that it's been overdue for us to learn how to grow our own gardens. I was having this discussion with one of my friends not too long ago, and I said a lot of us don't even know what type of wood to rub together to start a fire for our own survival. If we were, in the wilderness, if we were cold, a lot of us don't know how to build shelter from our bare hands. We don't know how to build houses. A lot of us have been so dependent on the luxuries that have been provided to us that we have actually lost our common knowledge for survival. That's a very dangerous situation to be in. So when it comes to matters of survival, we do need to know how to grow our own food. We need to know the proper soil. We need to be able to test the soil to know that it is safe enough to even plant seeds in. And it's much like people. You need to know that that person that you're procreating with is stable and healthy enough mentally, emotionally, and psychologically and every other way before you implant your seed with them. Okay. And this is why a lot of people fall victim and prey to child support and all these court issues that are a bunch of nonsense. Also, I feel that the viewers should be able to call in to the press conferences that they have in the evening time. I am so tired of seeing the reporters ask all the questions. Why don't they have, a summary to come up on the screen and allow us to some type of way text or tweet? The president likes to tweet a lot, and have us to ask questions directly to them. Why is that not the case? We are the ones being affected by this. We have journalists out here that claim they are representatives of us, but when we start doing deeper research, you will see that they're not really representative of us as a people. Okay, these people have agendas. They were put there by certain people and certain corporations to run that agenda. So let's be very clear when it comes to that. Okay. Let's see here. What else did I have? There's also, now this has nothing to do with it, but Tekashi, as we may know, has been released. I find this highly questionable considering the fact that R. Kelly is still locked behind bars and has not been convicted, but yet Tekashi was found guilty and still got out in less time than what it seems like he deserved to do. So highly questionable. Was he working with the FBI, the CIA? I wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people were saying that. So, it just shows you that when they want to do something, they find a way to do whatever they want. So yeah, that was very interesting. I don't know if you all saw the other day, but NBC completely went off air as they had a live press conference with the governor of New Jersey, and he was addressing the public. I don't know what that was all about. I found that to be very weird. Okay, so let's see. Now that I've gotten into all of that, I would like to go ahead and get into these documents that I have here, and let's see if I can get to those. All right, so here we go. And actually, it might be better if I just go straight to the website. And again, that's courtlistener.com, everyone, for those of you who would like to look this up. Again, filed February 26, 2020. And this is the United States District Court, Southern District of California. I will try to post some of this for you all so you can see it for yourselves. But it's such a lengthy document that I won't be able to post the entire thing. But I will read to you some of this. And I did speak about this on my prior video. Let's look into this. Okay, so now some of the things that we have the AL Organization Incorporated, Cyrus A. Parsa, the world's people, victims of persecution, rape, torture, concentration camps, sex, human and organ trafficking and organ harvesting in China, Hong Kong, America, and around the world, not limited to democracy activists, Falun Dafa practitioners, Uyghurs, Christians, Tibetans, judges, lawyers, and journalists tortured and killed in China, John Doe's 1 to Unlimited. Okay, it says First Amendment complaint and demand for trial by judge, Honorable United States District Judge. We have, and I named this last time, we have Google, LLC, Barack Hussein Obama, Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. So those are two different people. I was not aware. Hillary Clinton, Eric Schmidt, Nancy Pelosi, John O'Brien, James Comey, Andrew McCabe, James Clapper, Facebook Incorporated, DeepMind Inc., Alphabet Inc., the World Bank, Neuralink, Tesla, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Microsoft, Bill Gates, CSUN, PR Newswire. Let's go back. Why did Bill Gates step down a few weeks ago? Makes you wonder, huh? All right, and let's continue. CNN, Cable News Network, Anderson Cooper, everybody. I used to like watching Anderson Cooper. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was nice looking, well groomed, and well put together. And then I found out he used to be a former member of the CIA. Many of you might not be aware, and many of you already are aware, that a lot of people that we watch on the daily so-called news is already infiltrated by the CIA. They used to be involved, or they are, or have been a part of the CIA. So make no mistake about it. Everything that we see goes through you know who first before it is put in front of us to consume as viewers. Okay. Don Lemon, that does not surprise me. MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, James Clapper, Washington Post, New York Times, Time Magazine, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Harvard, Adam Schiff, Weiss Institute, DARPA, Qualcomm, George Soros, Soros Fund Management, Open Society, Foundations, University of Vermont, Joshua Bungard, and Sam Kriegman, Rockefeller Foundation. Okay, so you remember the Rockefellers came onto the scene back in the 1800s. They developed that railroad and that the industrial industry. And if you go back and listen to some of the documentaries, Rockefeller spoke about having a one world government. He did not hide it. He was not secretive. And so that dream is still in effect today. And they are putting everything in plan to have this implemented, you all. Make no mistake about that. And let's be very clear. They are relentless. Once again, I'm going to say they are relentless in their efforts. And so in order for us to combat this, we have to be just as relentless in our efforts. You cannot lay down and take this, or you will be a slave. Okay. Let me get back to where I was. Okay. Hawaii, HUAWEI, Boston Dynamics, Hanson Robotics, Diddy, Shuzing, Magviface, Alibaba, Sensitime, Carbon X, Festo, Chinese Communist Party. That doesn't surprise me at all. And John Doe's 1-2 Unlimited. These are the defendants, you all. Okay, so Barack Hussein Obama, everyone's melanated savior, is listed as a defendant. Okay, and what are the charges? Let's listen to this. Misuse of artificial intelligence, cybernetics, robotics, biometrics, facial recognition, bioengineering, biotechnology, 5G, you all, 6G, and quantum computing technology, endangering all the world's people, endangering the human race with the misuse of artificial intelligence technology, building AGI, ASI systems, transfer of AI, which is artificial intelligence, bioweapon technology to China. Biological Weapons Anti-Terrorism Act of 1989. So, needless to say, China just had this whole situation in Wuhan where people were falling out in the streets because of 5G, and they said it was the coronavirus. What virus do you know behaves that way? Come on, people, use your mind. We are not stupid. All right, it says Code of Chapter 1 through 115, treason, sedition, and subversive activities, you all. That sounds so nasty. Let's look this up because I'm not going to pretend to know everything. So what is sedition? That sounds like narcissistic almost. Sedition. Let's see, what is that? SEDITION. Because we need to dig into it and see what this really means. It's the conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. Okay. And then treason, we know what that is. Subversive activities. Okay, then it goes into this. Complicity in genocide. And then it says China. Okay, so whatever it is that went down in Wuhan and they're saying all those people died, was that not an act of genocide? Okay, and they're trying to do the same thing here? Okay, violation of Article 1, Genocide Convention. Violation of Article 2, Genocide Convention. And then it says 3 and 4, Genocide Convention again. Social engineering of the human race with artificial intelligence. How sickening, okay? How sick can you get? You're trying to convert a person and a computer together. Why are you pretending to be the creator? You're trying to play God. This is a very deadly game, you all. Biodigital social programming of the human race by use of their biometrics and artificial intelligence. brainwashing humanity with artificial intelligence, coding and algorithm bias. We already know they use this in every fashion, every form that they can. Cultural genocide by misuse of artificial intelligence, and we already know who that's targeted at. Let's make no mistake about it. When the levees broke, when Katrina hit, when those people said they heard an explosion and nobody really wanted to listen to their stories, okay, those people know what they heard. And when we had the president George Bush saying that it was some type of cleansing, what type of cleansing are you calling that? Okay. So anyway, shout out to New Orleans. You might want to be careful with who you mess with whom you mess with, because you don't know what type of ancestors they have in their protection. Breach of implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing. Yes, we know that we are tricked, okay, by these people. They do not keep it real with us whatsoever. Defamation, negligent infliction of emotional distress. I mean, what is that? What is that if the media is not doing this to us every day, putting falsehoods on the television, telling us about and promoting all these deaths and keeping us in emotional distress every single time you turn on the channel? We are inundated, infiltrated with the Corona Task Force, with respirators. We got to hear about social distancing. We got to hear about ventilators. We got to hear about all of these deaths and all of these ways you can die from the coronavirus. Okay? Negligent creation of nefarious artificial intelligent quantum biotechnology cybernetically enhanced. Okay, then it says dragonflies, robo bees. So sometimes, and I did see research about this, when you see insects, these are not real insects, you all. Make no mistake about it, they can put little chips on these things that look like insects and have them come into your house, have them come to your window. They even have certain equipment that can actually look through your windows many miles away. So they're spying on everybody. Xenobots endangering all the world's people on 5G networks. So if you have a 5G phone, I don't think many people do, get rid of it. And I think we're going to have to boycott the cell phone companies, you all, and go back to the basics with these flip phones. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do something drastic to make a change, because these people are playing games and they're not taking it seriously. Your life is not worth 5G towers. Your life is not worth faster internet service. We have internet and it works just fine. We don't need it any faster. So what are they trying to do? Microwave and cook us. That's what they're trying to do. Okay, fraud and intentional deceit. Misrepresentation, religious discrimination, failure to engage in interactive process, artificial intelligence censorship and banning. It says artificial intelligence. It says Trump, China, and the weaponization of robotics with 5G, and masking artificial intelligence dangers to humanity with use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligent algorithm misuse and AI algorithmic biometric manipulation, breach of privacy. You know they are reading your emails. You know they're listening in on your phone calls. You know they're reading your text messages. We heard about how the FBI went after Apple. They wanted to hack into the Apple iPhones. And you know, shout out to Steve Jobs. His technology is so good, but they're saying that they found a back door to get into the Apple iPhones at this point. And so basically all your privacy is violated, basically. Let's go on here. Violation of the Nuremberg Code. I don't know what that is, but that is, let me write that down, or let me snapshot this, because I want to see what the Nuremberg Code is. That is a very interesting, catchy phrase, and I like learning, so let me take a picture of this. Okay, Nuremberg Code. Creating an artificial intelligence system that can recognize and decode if humans are resistant to artificial intelligence. Now, how crazy and sick is that? You want to create an artificial intelligence system that can recognize and decode if humans are resistant to artificial intelligence. Now, these people are sick and twisted as hell, y'all. This is crazy as hell. Like, this goes far beyond anything you would ever imagine or fathom. Oh my God. Okay, let's keep going. Not informing the public defendants products and services use proximity sensors and other smartphone and IoT patented technologies that connect, manipulate, and reprogram people's thoughts. Neural networks and brain chemistry connecting to humans' nervous systems and electrical fields. So everybody wants to know why they feel a certain way sometimes. You are being manipulated and don't even know it. A lot of times you go out in this world. Do you know how many people out here suffer with depression? We see every day on TV. The results are overwhelming, you all. And they want to know, why is the world going insane and crazy the way it is? Look at what they're doing. They are experimenting on us on a daily basis. They don't care. You're nothing but a guinea pig to them, a number. Creating and bioengineering nefarious xenobots technology mixed with stem cells. They are sick. We know what stem cells are. They can become anything that you want. That's why they're so valuable. And so they're mixing computers with these stem cells, robotics, and African frog legs. Bring to life an alien artificial life that can mutate or be programmed to spread disease or kill off the world's citizens in numerous ways. Okay? There you have it. It's right there in front of your face. This is the sick ass stuff that they are involved with. Extracting all people's private biometrics for quantum artificial intelligence. So when you go to the doctor and they get blood from you and they send it to a lab, we don't know what they're doing with it. That's your DNA, and they could have your DNA being tested. They can have your DNA and do anything they want to do with it and create anything they want to create with it. We learned about that with Henrietta Lacks. She did not catch cervical cancer, and I think she had something in her blood that was resistant to that. So they used her blood without her family's permission after she died, and they developed a vaccine which her family should have made millions, if not billions or trillions of dollars. When you're in an operation and surgery, they won't allow your family members to come back there. You don't know what is going on. They could be putting a chip in your family member or your loved one, everyone. When you have a baby, you don't know what they're doing. The placenta, I would not let them keep it. People think that's nasty, but you know what? That's because we've been conditionally programmed and trained. But no, don't let that hospital keep your placenta or anything that comes out of your body, because they are testing it and they are doing all types of things with your DNA when you should be paid. You should be rich right now. That is a part of you, okay? They did not make you. You are a human, and you should not be manipulated in such a fashion. So be very careful, you all. This is so sickening, and excuse me for getting excited, but this stuff is really troubling. Okay, now let's go on. Extracting all people's private biometrics for quantum artificial intelligence, super intelligence that endangers all human beings on 5G and 6G networks. So 5G does exist and 6G exists as well. We just don't know about it, but it's out there because it's right here. Preventing Cyrus, a Parsa, the AI organization, from assisting in saving the world's people from an artificial intelligent biotech-based dangers from China and big tech, per complicity, avoidance of reporting his findings by media for 6 months. Okay, so they knew what they were doing. Let's scroll down here. Related cases. Do you have other civil cases in this or in any other federal court? It says no, statement of claim, and then it goes to the case summary facts. This is page 5 of 87. Let's read. I know this is very lengthy, but this is important information. Threatening and endangering the lives of all the world's people with the misuse of artificial intelligence, biotechnology, negligent bioweapon tech transfer, negligent failure to stop Chinese IP, and sensitive AI biotechnology theft. complicity to genocide, and aiding in physical genocide within the slave camps inside of China by transferring AI quantum biotechnology, financial investments, trade surveillance systems, facial recognition, and engaging in cultural humanism by controlling and reprogramming the human races and the upcoming new generation of people's thoughts. Okay, so be careful with your children. Once again, I'm going to point that out. This situation where they've shut down the schools could be a blessing in disguise, everybody, because now you have more control in the upper hand to program and train your children properly and not let these strangers train your children and deprogram them and manipulate their minds and tell them lies about history, because we all know that they are liars. Okay, now let's go on here. Let's see. People's thoughts, emotions. Okay, so they want to program your thoughts, your emotions, and brain chemistry to accept and transition to transhumanism. Yeah, we see that all day, every day when they talk about social distancing. Okay, they don't want us to have any human contact, but we know that's not natural. We already know that's not natural. They're sick and they are twisted. By bio-digitally social programming and social engineering the human race via AI coding and AI algorithmic biometric manipulation of their nervous systems, electrical fields, and neural networks through multiple patented smartphone, IoT proximity sensors, and other sophisticated technologies as the world's people and the AI systems and apps engage and interface with Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, BAIDU, TikTok, WECHAT, HUAWEI, Megviface, Alipay, Facebook, Neuralink, the internet, and many social media ecosystems and platforms, reprogramming people without their knowledge, understanding, or free will, not informing the world's citizens that their private data is being used to create an artificial super intelligence on quantum AI technology with 5G and 6G systems that can eliminate and destroy all the world's people through nation-state conflicts, viruses, surveillance, or numerous other risks found by CSIROS, a Parsa, and the AI organization's 1,000 plus AI company investigations, and CSIROS's published books, Artificial Intelligence, Dangers to Humanity, you all. So basically they're saying that they have used your information via it be Facebook or whatever social platform to destroy you. Okay, and that's all it is, and we are buying their products and they're poisoning us to destroy us. Then it goes down and it says Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Hunter Biden. All right, it names all of them again. Elon Musk, everybody, wants to put these people on pedestals. Bill Gates, they have him listed here. John O'Brien. Stop idolizing people, because you do not know what tactics they use to get to where they are. So stop it. It says, and the very many defendants were negligent, incompetent, and treasonous conduct by allowing China, its corporations, people, and entities to steal AI, biotechnology, quantum technology, 5G, drones, biometrics, semiconductor chips, blueprints to F-35 battleships, and space technology, and America's private data. Obama allowed our businesses, institutions, schools, and citizens to invest in China and transfer sensitive AI technologies as presented in this claim to China that is endangering all the world's citizens. So remember all the stuff that we used to see, and everything you saw kept saying made in China, made in China, made in China. Do you remember that? Because Nike, all of that stuff is made in China. And people go out and buy it because they feel as though they need to prove a point to some strangers. Oh, look, I have Nike. Oh, look, I have Jordans. And look at what they're doing. But you still can't get through people's heads because they're stupid and they're going to fall for this nonsense. Let's continue to read on. Anybody who can't see or get some type of information from this, I don't even know what to say anymore. failure to prevent or willingly engaging in theft of the world's private family data and biometric data to build quantum AI, biodigital technologies with the goal of obtaining artificial general intelligence or super intelligence on 5G, 6G, and 7G systems that threatens all the world's citizens beyond the comprehension and control of any government, the Pentagon, the CIA, NSA, MI6, FBI, DARPA, NASA, or any world power, ignoring, censoring, not reporting, rephrasing, or plagiarizing to create content and reports off of Cyrus's hard work, findings, and materials rather than report and support him to stop immense dangers to all people. Hence, making it very, very, very hard for Cyrus A. Parsa and the AI organization to warn and assist in saving the world's people in time from dangers discovered by Cyrus's AI simulations showing emerging catastrophes in stages to all the world's people, including warning of the coronavirus. It's right here in black and white. This is crazy. AI engineered biodisease from China, and that's in parentheses, by Cyrus, months before coronavirus's appearance in China, published in books, AI, Trump, China, and the weaponization of robotics with 5G, and the book Artificial Intelligence Dangers to Humanity. By not reporting on Cyrus A. Parsa's lawsuit and findings, the defendants and all other media reporters, editors, owners are subject to criminal persecution by local tribunals, city, state, national, and international complicity laws per prevention of crimes, persecution, genocide, and or reaction thereof. Moreover, making it very hard to meet President Trump to further explain the brief he received about the book Artificial Intelligence Dangers to Humanity and disclose Cyrus's very sensitive quantum AI biotech findings and dangers to all of the world's people in private that are beyond the skill set or comprehension of the advisors, analysts, and senior staff at the Pentagon, DARPA, NASA, military, OSTPS, or White House. The lawsuit is being filed on the behalf of the world's people by Cyrus A. Parsa and the AI organization on pure altruistic reasons to prevent harm to the world's citizens. From his data sourced from investigating over 1,000 AI robotics, bioengineering, 5G, biometric, and big tech companies, including 500 Chinese companies, compressed in the book Artificial Intelligence Dangers to Humanity. Everybody, I would strongly urge you to go and purchase that book, Artificial Intelligence Dangers to Humanity. This guy did a massive amount of research. His name is Cyrus A. Parsa. He's filing this lawsuit on the behalf of the world's people. Okay? So everybody needs to pull this document up. Again, I will give you the website in just a second. It goes on for more and more of what they're doing, but I think you get the gist of what's going on here. It says defendants Obama, Pelosi, Schumer, Schiff, Clinton, Anderson Cooper, Soros, Biden's, CNN, and many others created conflicts and impeachment hunts against the Trump administration and U.S. presidency over small matters, while obstructing and overlooking the safety of all the world's citizens. Distractions, you all, with nefarious dangers stemming from China and Western big tech, including the coronavirus that is named here, thus missing and wasting crucial time and energy needed by the good men and women in the CIA and FBI to assess emerging technologies that they missed and did not understand in time. Hiring and giving funding to historically incompetent think tanks, institutes, and policy analysts in Washington, D.C., Santa Monica, and New York that are not altruistic, are wisdom to understand the big picture. Are selfish, don't care about the world's people, nor have the intelligence and wisdom to understand the big picture to properly inform and explain to President Trump, Congress, and all the world's leaders of all the dangers of artificial intelligence that these PhDs, tech tycoons, and AI scientists are missing or contributing to, due to their shortcomings, lack of skills, and capacity to comprehend very sophisticated emerging AI dangers and scenarios to all the world's people alive. giving advisory or media platforms to famous, wealthy PhD types or usual so-called experts that have ruined the world and created conflicts for generations, hurting the world's people and its culture, rather than choosing wise and good people to advise on national security risks to all the world's citizens. Guilty of negligence, we are coming to the age of AI, 5G, quantum, robotics, and many sophisticated risks, and cannot have AI regulators and departments who are incompetent, unwise, and incapable people with PhD titles who don't have the fortitude, care, and will to safeguard the world's citizens and the families from nefarious misuse of AI that can hurt all human beings and their families around the globe in such a sophisticated and fast manner that is imperceptible to human beings on the 5G networks and emerging AI biotechnologies. Well stated, job well done. I'm not going to really read too much more of this. But then the more I start scrolling, the more it gets so troubling here, because then they go into endangering and threatening all of the world's citizens and humanity by misusing and weaponizing artificial intelligence, quantum computing, robotics, 5G, 6G machines, smartphones, smart homes, smart cities, IoTs, holograms, mixed reality, nanotechnology, cloning, genetic editing, cybernetics, bioengineering, and the creation of digital AI brain linked to Google search engine, and the use of the extraction of humanity's biometrics data, digital biometric codes, including facial, voice, health, organ, neural network, and body recognition technology, thus controlling humanity's thoughts, actions, biology, biometrics, brain neural pathways, the human body's thoughts, actions, biology, biometrics, brain neural pathways, the human body's neural networks that reprograms all human beings through social engineering and biodigital social programming without their consent, knowledge, understanding, or free will, extracting humanity's digital footprints in breach of the Nuremberg laws. We need to look that up, you all. FTC Act, and engaging in irresponsible and unsafe research and development of artificial general intelligence or artificial super intelligence that could enslave or kill off humanity, or give the power to the defendants to enslave humanity in numerous ways on the 5G and other developing networks. Shout out to the guy that posted this and provided the website. And if you would like to check this out, like I said, it's an 87-page document. This was filed February 26, 2020, right before Trump and the coronavirus task force started really ramping up and meeting with the people, and before everything shut down. So the distractions are there. These people have basically been named in a lawsuit, and I am grateful that this has come out to the forefront. The guy's name that brought this about, his name is Cyrus, CYRUSA, Parsa, Parsa, and the website is courtlistener.com. Everybody check this out, take a look at it. And until next time, I want to say shout out to all my melanated queens, melanated kings. Everybody stay blessed. We really need our melanated kings out here to take care of our princesses, princes, and look out for these melanated queens. Stop mistreating them. Stop misusing them. This is not the time for you all to be, mistreating each other. This is not the time for you to be basically deceitful and abusive, because we have dealt with this enough. We dealt with slavery. We've dealt with so many things as a people. And now you have the entire government and all the corporations and trying to kill the entire world. Stop acting stupid is what I really want to say. We don't have time for it. So everybody, thank you so much for listening to me. My apologies if I sounded too excited, but I am passionate. So anyway, this is something to be passionate about, because they're trying to microwave all of us, including your kids. So if we don't want our families destroyed, you need to look into this, take a look at it, and you need to take some type of action. I don't care if it's spreading information, sharing information, disseminating the information, get it out there, and we need to take some type of action. That's all I want to say. Stay blessed, stay healthy. Until next time.